Brian Feinerman, and this is your Fast Money Trade School. Feel like you're getting lost at sea in the stock market? One tip to find your way: follow the whales, Wall Street's most powerful investors. These heavy hitters have to disclose their biggest holdings. Just check out a 13F form filed quarterly to see what Buffett or Icahn have been buying. But before you dive in head first, remember, even whales can get beached. Class dismissed.
I'm a whale watcher. I'm a whale watcher. I'm a whale watcher. Are you? Does this market have you down? Well, then let's do some Wall Street whale watching. Hello, I'm Brian Mckeon, partner at the JMB FLP. Today we'll be looking at number 39 in my list of the 100 top traders. Now, today we'll be looking at Motley Fool's BravoBevo. Now, using this strategy has done so well for me, it's put me in the top 3% in the most recent CNBC tournament, and you can see how it's done for me in previous tournaments. Now what we really do is follow the holdings of the richest, most successful investors out there, and we find their holdings and picks through these free websites. Then get an average analyst ranking through these free sites. Now again, I'd like to remind you that all analyst recommendations are as of August 3rd, 2010. Now looking at the holdings of the Motley Fool's BravoBevo, you can see that he has quite a bit of picks, and he had so many picks that we only looked at the ones that were rated 5 stars or better using the Motley Fool cap system. Then we averaged them through the 5 websites that we discussed earlier. Now, when you look at the average rankings of all the ones that make 5 stars on the Motley Fool caps, you can see that CELM comes in at a strong buy, and the moderate buys are NIV, BSPM, and GENC. Now, when you look at the charts, you can see that it's a China Electric Monitor. You can see that's a recent IPO and not been around too long. It's currently trading underneath all of its moving averages, so that's a typical bearish sign, which indicates this one could continue to move lower. Now, you do see kind of a bit of a double bottom here, and stochastics is kind of near the lower part of its range near the bottom, so that is some signs that you could be seeing some stabilization at this level and a potential move higher. But there wouldn't be much potential to move higher because you have all these moving averages keep it lower. So you could see a bit of a bounce, but it shouldn't be much of a bounce up above the 20-day moving average level. As for NIV, Intulo Media Technology Group, you can see that this one too is underneath all of its moving averages, so that leaves a lot of upside resistance to it. Stochastics is in the middle of the range and heading lower. So with stochastics indicating this one moving lower and it's underneath all its moving averages, I would see this one having a tough time moving any higher. As for BSPM, Biostar Pharmaceuticals, see that this too is a recent IPO and is currently falling down underneath all of its moving averages. It had a bit of a pop recently, and stochastics is indicating a bit of an up move. So with the momentum indicators pushing this one higher, you could possibly see this one running up to its 40-day moving average. And for GENC, or Gencor Industry, so you can see that this one also is underneath all of its moving averages, and it had a recent bit of a tick lower. Stochastics is sloped lower and heading lower, so I see this one potentially heading lower down to this support level around the 708 level, or its earlier lows of a month ago. So in review, the strong buys are CELM, and the moderate buys are NIV, BSPM, and GENC. And again, I'd like to remind you that all analyst recommendations are as of August 3rd, 2010. And if you'd like a more up-to-date look at the holdings of BravoBevo, you can find them on the Motley Fool caps, and then you can get an average analyst ranking through these free websites. And onto my disclaimer. Disclaimer, I am not a licensed investment advisor, and the investments I am showing you today are what I'm doing for my friends and family's accounts. And I am not affiliated with any of the websites used to determine these rankings. And I currently own none of the stocks discussed today. So again, this is Brian Mckeon from the JMB FLP saying thank you and see you next time for I'm a Whale Watcher. Mckeon, creator of the Predatory Lender. Now, if the previous was a little too boring for you, try joining the Predatory Lending team as they go on their intergalactic adventures trying to hunt down the next great investment opportunity for you.